can stop a god.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Vecna Eve of Ruin here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and folks, I am very excited because we've been off Vecna for like a month. But now we're headed back in to our third destination on our world tour of trying to acquire each piece of the Rod of 7 parts. But hey, I can't do it by myself. I need an illustrious party with me, which is why I've assembled this crew over to my left here. Why don't we go ahead and meet them, starting with the only mildly sick Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hello. Yes, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and as you can probably tell from my voice, at least all the regular people, I have been sick. I've been off work for 2 days now because my throat's been very sore and I was at risk of losing my voice. So I am not going to be necessarily as chatty as Rosie normally is tonight. But I am here and I hopefully get to incorporate and maybe enjoy some of the success Boom Boom has been having without me. So yeah, but tonight I get to play Rosie Thistledrop. She's a gnome, right? Yes. Gnomish, our artificer artillerist with her lovely little sidekick, Cannon Boom Boom.
Perfect. Hey, speaking of lovely little sidekicks, next to you, we've got Robin.
Hey, I may be little, but Lir'wen is not. Lir'wen's 5'10" and beautifully lanky.
You're beautiful too.
Yeah, but I'm not tall and lanky.
You're not lanky. No.
Hello, everyone. I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and Lir'wen is in fact a porn star. Robin is not. Yet. Maybe. Who knows? Gotta buy a house somehow.
You gotta get that side hustle going. Anyway.
Yeah, anyways, I use she, her pronouns. I said that already. And tonight I am playing Lir'wen, our moon elf, way of the astral self, who uses she, her pronouns as well. And boy, it's been a time since I played her. So this will be fun.
Yeah.
I punch things, right?
You do. You know who else hits things? It's Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I go by Blogg in the chat. You can find me over on our Discord and so far nowhere else at the moment. And I get to play Gaunt, our reborn Hexblade Warlock. Really happy to be here tonight. Get back into some Vecna, and we're going to take him down.
You're going to take him down.
So looking at the intro to this one, I'm really excited because I am pretty damn sure I know exactly which plane we're going to next, and it's one of my favorites.
You guys are never gonna guess who your new friend is, though. But you know who one of my best friends is? It's Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Imogen, the Blender. She's a human fighter, champion fighter, much fight, much blend.
Fantastic. Folks, we have finally, we do have a 5th member of the party showing up, but our 6th member of the party is Boom Boom, which means that our 7th is, of course, our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games. Hey, Bookwyrm Games is an amazing sponsor. They have carried us through some of the harder times of this inflation period, and we love them so much. They're also going to be putting out some fantastic books with some decent writing that I've done in it. But in the meanwhile, you should go to their website right now. Use code DorkTales when you buy dice. That's right, you can buy dice for yourself over at their website, as well as tea. You can buy pins, like enamel kind. You can get friends. You can get 3D familiars, and like I said, dice, all sorts of dice to make you feel nice and to help you roll nice. Also, if you are in the Kelowna area, Kelowna, BC, Bookwyrm Games will be there next weekend on the 30th for the Kelowna Comic-Con Winter Market. And there's a good chance a couple of us are going to be there swinging by to say hi as well, so you might be able to bump into us. Right, Robin?
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So, hey, thank you so much, Bookwyrm Games. You guys are fantastic. We love you so much. I also have to do a big thank you to everybody who's joined the Patreon recently. We've got a couple of new people up there, some new members of the High Council, a couple of new members in general. I just want to say thank you so much. This has been a really crazy busy month between traveling to what did we do? Christine and I went on vacation. Technically twice. We went to Big Bad Con down in San Francisco. Reasons why we haven't ran game. And we ran Extra Life, where we have capped off our milestone for the year by raising over $10,000 US for children's charities, which was pretty dope. It was pretty great. Those episodes will hopefully be up on YouTube in the next week or two. And if not, they'll be up over the holidays when I take a break. So you're going to get them before the end of the year. My promise. Besides that, you folks are all level 13 now, which means that the game starts getting stupid. All of you have a +5 to your proficiency bonus. Lucky 13. Is there... Yeah, 3D printed Boom Boom would be fantastic. So, folks, before we hop in, is there anything else that I need to tell you about, inform you of, or that you need to know? Any questions, comments, concerns?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who, at the end of the last episode, who grabbed the rod? Because I know it was in Gaunt's ass, but he didn't notice it. Who grabbed the rod? I forgot who grabbed the rod at the end of game yesterday or last whatever.
I think it was you or Gaunt.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Tana might have noticed and then gave it to one of us.
I remember
maybe, yeah. It wasn't me. I know that much.
I remember grabbing a potion of mind reading, but I don't think I grabbed the rod.
All right. Well,
okay. I'll say
whoever
Lir'wen
has
it then.
Lir'wen has the rod, of course. Now, quick note: you guys can take the rod and you can pop them together like Legos if you'd like, or if you don't like, you can keep them separate. Your call. Doesn't matter. You have 2 pieces now of the 7 pieces, and yeah. So it's up to you. Basically, whichever rod piece you're holding tells you the location of the next piece. Ballpark. All right. Oh, God. Thank you, Captain Starbun, for buying all the things. All right. So, folks, without further ado, we're going to hop into game. So, last time on Vecna, Eve of Ruin, you all traveled deep into the world, well, to the astral sea of the Spelljammer world. There, you encountered a floating dead god, as well as the legendary Tana Starbell. Along with Tana, you were able to make your way into the heart of this dead god, find a shipwrecked crew of spacefaring buccaneers, and rescue them from dire peril and a memory-wiping slod. There, you also were able to find the second piece of the Rod of 7 Parts. Now, during this, Rosie got separated by a strange teleportation and was thrown into a date with a halfling who may or may not be a Codal. And as that occurred, Rosie missed the final fight, but hey, that's not a big deal because she had a fun date. So from there, you managed to collect that final piece of the rod and you managed to return to Sigil. Now, we're going to skip over a little bit of time because it's been a bit of time in our game too. You all made it back to Sigil. Back into the sanctum where you were able to rest and get yourselves healed up for the adventure to come. Anything you wanted to do during that down period went swimmingly better than you could ever have expected, and you're very excited to keep going. Unfortunately, things are going to be a little rough for you because when you awakened the next day and prepared to go through the portal, you could see that the Wizards 3 were having a bit of problem. There in the room with the freestanding portal, you could see they were locked around it, arcane energy swirling from their fingertips as they tried to tune the portal. things were going somewhat strangely as they tried to make the portal adhere to their commands. As you entered the room, Tasha leaned over and said, "This damn thing doesn't want to tune correctly. I hate dealing with the Mournlands." Energy crackled out of her hand, purple energy, blue energy coursed out of Illustriel, and red energy poured out of Mordenkainen. "We were going to try to make this easy. Bring your guide here, but it's a little... We've locked it to a freestanding portal. It's probably safer if you just go through."
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Onward.
Punches activates astral body self in case, because who knows what the fuck we're gonna get on the other side. So I will spend 2 key points to activate both, so I get my Jojo stand.
All right, it activates. Good luck. Your guide's going to be able to tell you everything on the other side.
Imogen's gonna pretty much jump right in.
Okay. Jumping.
Like, yeah, just salute, like, backwards, like, jump into the
Boom Boom will lift a
portal.
foot and salute as well.
Excellent. Rosie will do it with him. I think Imogen was probably fairly serious, but also probably a bit like, what the fuck ever. But
Yeah.
I think Rosie's just putting all the sass and sarcasm into it if she can.
All right. Jumping through, there is a swirl of energy that takes you. You feel like someone is pulling you from a rope connected to your navel. And then there is a rush, the strange feeling of magic resisting magic. It feels like the spiritual equivalent of pulling Velcro apart. And then you touch down. The ground around you is covered, blanketed in mist. There's rusted metal everywhere, like a junkyard exploded and rained down all manner of rusted metal and forgotten relics centuries ago. The sky is covered in smoke and mist. And in the distance, you can see hulking mechanical figures looming in the distance.
Is this some sort of a junk plane? What is this?
As you step through, there's a 20-foot tall vertical black oval made of glass on the muck. That's the only thing it could be really called. Atop a low hill. The oval reflects the mist-shrouded landscape with a supernatural clarity. It looks like a giant mirror. But behind you, you can see the roiling energy that connects it to the Wizard's 3. And as you glance at that, you're going to hear the sound of boot falls as someone approaches. And I think it's time for our friend to come in.
Holy shit! I just looked at the touch screen.
You ready?
We can hear you.
All right, perfect. Welcome to Eberron. I've been waiting for you.
Standing in front of you, please, Zoe, describe yourself.
There we go. Zoe is a very tall warforged. She stands at 6'6" and is fully made of metal, besides her cloak and the tubes connecting her parts.
All right. So, standing in front of you, you see this immensely tall creature made of metal. What do you do?
You look strong.
Strong. Well, thank you. I feel like
She's just gonna stare.
pale in comparison to you, though. Hello, little one.
How do you stay in repair?
Oh, that's a very good question. I would be able to repair myself. There is not a whole lot that you can find around here for mechanics. She'll just your to the bed, everything.
That must be like really handy.
It does come in handy, and there are spare parts around. My name is Zoe, and I have been told to be your guide. Oh, Rosie, very nice to meet you.
Lir'wen.
Lir'wen, nice to meet you.
I'm Gaunt.
And Gaunt?
And Osric will say at the back. Tall. Never met a Warforged before.
Oh. Well, there's a first time for everything. And you?
Imogen's just kind of looking, like once you started talking to the others, she was just looking at the landscape, so she's just going to be like, oh, Imogen.
Nice to meet you. Osric, was it? You could be another follower of God.
Yes, the goddess Timora. You know, lucky coins and all that.
Yes, very good.
You?
I'm the follower of Break myself. Yes.
He's not one of the evil ones, right?
He isn't.
Well, okay, well, good enough. Well, so where are we going from here?
That's a really good question. I got so tired.
While we're taking this look here, oh my god, you two. Oh my god. Just Kelly and Caitlin, you.
Yeah, so that, yeah, big surprise. And trying, seeing Kat in the chat, and I was just like, wait a minute, Kat and Caitlin are supposed to be going out, like, picking out some clothes for Kat and helping out there, and I'm like, so why are they watching game? Because Kat never shows up, and, oh my god, Zoe's a Warforged, oh my god, we're in Eberron, oh my god, it's all coming together now, and
this is why I wasn't,
oh my god, I'm like,
I wasn't letting anybody look at anything before game tonight. I was like, one little slip.
No, it was good. It was the combination of Eberron and seeing Kat in chat that I'm just like, sus.
While everybody's kind of like distracted by figuring out where we're going, I think Rosie has her notebook out and she's using her fingertip to write with because of her tattoo that allows that. So her finger is a never-ending ink pen right now. So I think she's refined one fingernail to be able to write and draw in her notebook neatly.
Now, as you are looking around, figuring things out, whoever has the rod on them is going to feel an instinctive pull. And this is where we are going to flash back to preparations for today. Holding on to that rod, Lir'wen, there's no way to say that in a way that doesn't sound weird. You are going to feel
just like one of my Hexflix specials.
It's true. Directly in front of you, there is a vast mountain region. You are at the base of this large, almost bowl-shaped landmass. Mountains of all manner flowing around you. Somewhere around here is the piece, but this isn't nearly as precise as what Gaunt said it was like when he used a piece before. It's like something is muddling this. Rather than being a direct line of sight to the target, it is instead spread out across the region. There is something strange going on here. And that
There's
is...
something strange going on here.
That is absolutely correct. As we flash back to the night before, what little bit of information you were given by your Wizards 3 prior to this was that you were going to a place called the Mournland. The Wizards 3 say it's unclear exactly where the third piece is located, but mentions that if something obscures it, if something inside of here, because the Mournlands are particularly resistant to magic, strange things happen with any type of tracking here, as if the very nature of the land has been spread out, stretched like dough about to be torn. They share that they share their concerns for you, that the rod will be particularly challenging to find since the moored lands are so difficult to navigate. They suspect that the rod is hidden in one of the dozens of ruined colossi scattered across Mount Ironrot. Instead of going to each one, they suggested augmenting the rod's divining power with local magic that can penetrate the moorland's impeded navigation. All you have to do is find something called a docent, some type of magical tuning device, and attach it to the rod. They said that your guide would be able to tell you more or know when they saw one.
So, you're a guide. We were told that you might know where to get this dongle attachment we need for the rod.
You refer to the docent.
Yes, that was the word. Dongle,
Well,
docent, it's the same thing.
Surely they act similarly. It will be difficult, I'm sure you've heard. Things aren't quite the same distance as they seem around here. It's difficult to navigate. And moreover, I'm not sure entirely where it is.
So we kind of have to wander and you'll just point it out?
I'll know it when I see it and when I sense it.
We best get moving then.
Shall we begin?
Please lead on.
So let's go ahead and switch over to our map screens then. Rosie, this place, as you look around, is something of a playground. This Warforged Zoe has one of her boots on top of a screw. Let me just put it this way. The screw is bigger than you. From length to tip, it's almost 5 feet long.
So I need a quick, I guess, rules call.
Okay.
How much does a bag of holding hold?
Yes, it holds... Actually, if you look up bag of holding, it'll say how much.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 500 pounds worth of stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm going to send you guys just a photo real quick. This is a photo of a colossi that you will be seeing later in the adventure, and the little red shape are people.
Lord. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's dope.
I will quickly note, Rosie's ideal is curiosity, and her flaw is jumping at the chance to study anything new, even if it sends her off of the cliff. Unless somebody has grabbed her, she is diving into these piles of scrap to look for stuff and just basically go shopping and marvel at the size of everything and try and find anything useful. So she's going to probably stop paying attention to anybody else now that she's gotten a good look around her and just like, you know, what is it? DuckTales? When Scrooge McDuck goes through his like gold pile, she's doing that.
Can I ask a big question? Has Rosie had a tetanus shot?
I'm pretty sure she's got a perma, like she's got an implant constantly doing it.
All right, sounds good. I'll let you make an investigation check just to root around in here and see what you can find.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, beautiful. Can you do me a favor and roll me a D percentile for how awful this is going to be on a scale of 100?
Okay. 30.
30? Reaching in, you are going to start to dig around, and a few moments later, like, Rosie just dives into a pile, kind of like a hamster trying to like dig its way through straw, and it's just and is going to pop up. Well, as you're looking to see where Rosie's going to re-emerge, suddenly you're going to just hear this banging coming from inside as she moves. And then suddenly a metal hand is going to burst out of a scrap pile. We're talking like hydraulic fingers, ancient rusted steel with this claw-like fingertip. Do-do-do, do-do-do. And suddenly Rosie just pops out behind it holding this disembodied cyber arm. It's still stuck in, it looks like it's doing a thumbs up.
I think you have a good find there.
Is that the dongle?
Unfortunately not. But cool, nonetheless.
She is happily going to put it in her bag of holding too, like I examine later.
It weighs 20 pounds, in case that matters for you.
Not yet, not really. She doesn't have much in there.
Yeah, I guess start following Zoe, heading out once Rosie's done dumpster diving.
If Rosie doesn't stop, Imogen will just like grab Rosie and like literally lift her up and just start carrying her.
You grab her and she comes up like a claw machine holding stuff.
Yeah.
You're holding...
You found some treasures.
You know what, you roll a nat 20. I'm gonna say that you also have a really disturbing looking, I want to say bear question mark? Like it's spelled with a question mark, this bear, because it's a bear with all sorts of like growths and blades sticking out of it. This is a plush, I want to remind you. And as you're looking at this, you are just, this is really cool. This is really cool. Hey Zoe, roll me an intelligence check, please, to see if you've encountered one of these and remember what it is.
I got a 11.
11?
12.
12, that's what I wanted. A 12 shows that this is something called a blaze bear. They are absolutely hideous. I'm going to send you a photo of what they actually look like.
All right, so this is a plush version of that.
It is a plush version of that.
Just gonna look at it, hold it up there, and look. Oh, isn't it cute?
A blaze bear. I've never seen it that cute before.
It's basically a Yao Guai from Fallout. You do not want to. You do not want to mess with one of these things.
Oh, you can continue dumpster diving later. We have things to do.
Yeah, fine.
All right. So with that,
once we get the rod,
Mhm.
why don't you? After we get the rod, why don't you just go nuts trying to grab everything you can?
We'll give you like 10 minutes, and it'll be a challenge, and you have to try and get as much as you can in the 10 minutes. We'll find the biggest piles.
At the other end, no one else is using it.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Mhm.
She's gonna like, just not really like. I think Imogen's gonna have to hold on to her still because she will just get distracted. She is not going to try and rein in her flaw at all on this because this is just too cool of an area that is just designed to destroy her.
Lir'wen with her arms that can reach 10 feet will also be helping hold on to Rosie, just like...
Which works out because it means Rosie doesn't have to really walk, she can just look.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Imogen's carrying you like a purse, like just from like your holster thing.
My straps?
Yeah, just hanging. You could probably get free if you wanted to, and like...
Well, no, but she's just gonna kind of hang there, pull her notebook out and start writing with her finger.
Yeah, fair.
And taking notes on everything.
Yeah, we really need to get her like a harness with a leash. Then at least maybe she could wander.
Yeah, one of those extendable like dog leashes.
Yeah.
So, Zoe, there are a couple of places that you could take the party at this point. You could take them just to the next Colossi, which there is a chance that there's a docent in one of those. There are also a couple of places that you know about. There are some veterans, like some veterans of like the good side of the war, that are, if there is such a thing, that are camped kind of to the northish. And then there is a small town of Ialos that is kind of midway up Mount Ironrot.
Is the Colossus closest?
There are many Colossi. So here's the thing. When I talk about one of these Colossi, these are war machines that are they're basically mechas. Like they're hundreds of feet tall, and you are looking out over a rocky terrain with mountains kind of jutting around, like you're in like the middle of the Pacific Northwest, standing at like Whistler, right? Looking at all of these like sweeping mountainscapes around you with just like a Gundam over there, Unit 1, 2, and 5 over there, a couple of Macrosses over there, you know, and, you know, why not just Gundam Wing down there on the side? And a Mecha Godzilla just for fun.
Oh, there you go.
So,
well, there are obviously all these Colossi. The docent may be in there. There's also a town fairly nearby. And there's also some other veterans of the war.
How
Not
rare are
bad
these
warforged,
Dawsons?
but
How rare are these Dawsons? Can we buy one? Maybe the town's the best place to go rather than wasting our time searching through all this.
I fear they'd be expensive. I think they're quite rare.
Well,
they would be
So
expensive.
how rare are they? Yeah.
They're decent. I mean, they're not like super common. You could probably trade a magic item for them, but they're rare enough that like you can't just go into like, you know, like Target and get one. You'd have to go to like, this would be like a rare find at like a TJ Maxx.
I mean, we have this gilded spyglass that's worth 1,000 gold. That might be able to buy us a trade of a dozen.
I mean, we only need to borrow it, right? We can give it back.
No.
Maybe they won't even notice it missing.
Oh,
Are you suggesting we
I
steal
like your
it?
spunk.
Borrow.
If we have to. I mean, well, think about it. If we need to get this done, we need to get this rod, otherwise and he'll just kind of look over at the beauty of this wasteland and just all of this junk will be destroyed. If we have to steal something to do it, then we'll do it.
I understand.
We'll try the town first, and if
Okay.
it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
How far is the town compared to everything else?
Unfortunately, in the
Oh, that's right,
Moorlands,
we don't know.
there's no way to say. What I will say is that it is. Oh, let me just check real quick. It is it's 3 stops away. Which, unfortunately, in the Moorlands, and I'm going to tell you folks, here, there are going to be some situational things happening in the background. Number 1, everything is lightly obscured. That means that you all have disadvantage on perception, except for Gaunt, he has a thing. Also, all survival rolls to navigate have disadvantage as well, because compasses don't work. Everything is weird here. And as you are kind of looking around, it is going to be very hard to find your way. Everything is shrouded in mist. If you played God of War, it's very much like Jotunheim at the end of the first one.
So, question actually, Kelly, on the sight thing. Oh, I guess it's talking about magical, because I have astral sight, but that's for magical, non-magical darkness specifically, not just.
This is light obscuration.
Yes.
So this is like a light smoke everywhere. No, it's fine. A lot of people don't use the obscuring rules, so they're how you get around dark vision.
Fair. Does my blind fighting help in any way, except with Just fighting.
Just locally. Just locally.
Yep,
So
that's what I
just
thought.
it means that other people are going to trip before you.
Yeah, fair.
Which is great because there's a lot of things to stub your toe on where you'll lose the toe. As you're wandering through and looking around, you know that it's going to take a while to reach there. Each location is going to take a series of hours between them. From here, you think you can do it in 2 or 3 stops? It's going to be a long walk, though. You might even have to rest midway through. Do you continue onward?
Until somebody wants us to start, then yeah, let's keep going.
I guess if we hit one of these Colossi things first, then maybe we take a look, but if we're wandering around in the darkness, obscureness.
Yeah, I would agree.
You start making your way
Rosie.
to the north. No, go ahead, Gaunt.
We can let Rosie have a look. If it's on the way.
And with that, you start making your way across the wasteland. Well, across Mount Ironrot's outside, at least. The walk is pleasant enough, although the fog brings a bit of a chill to your bones. Osric complains constantly. As he pulls his cloak up against him,
I just don't think that old bones are designed for this. I mean, seriously. A little bit of hospitality in a place like this wouldn't go amiss.
Half-elf bones.
Imogen's gonna take off her cloak and wrap it around Osric's shoulders.
Oh, does this mean we're going steady?
It means I want you to stop complaining.
Yes,
Fine.
Osric.
Osric, my new friend, I would love to offer you more hospitality than glances around at everything is readily available. However, I have a flask of water, and I do have some rations.
Maybe when we stop. I think right now I'll be okay. Oh, hey, look, some more of your friends.
he gestures into the distance. And as he does, you are going to turn around and see that standing in front of you, you find yourself walking through an old, rotted forest. Scorched thickets. And as you turn around, you are going to see up in the trees ahead of you, around broken arms of colossi that are large enough for you to live in. There are a series of creatures, warforged like your friend Zoe here. One with a blazing crown of steel welded to his scalp, to its scalp, while the others have given up parts of what makes them living constructs and instead have embraced the idea of being pure constructs. Long serrated blades welded to their arms. They don't look particularly friendly, and I would like everyone to roll initiative as one of them draws blade, points it at you, and says,
Good. More to give to the Lord of Blades.
and let's roll initiative, folks!
So with being obscured, how far away can we see?
You will just be able to vaguely see these guys. They're about 30 feet ahead of you. Okay, everybody who is around Osric has advantage on wait, pardon me, it's just him that has advantage on initiative. That's right. Because of Weapon of Warning. That's a 15. And I lost a dice. Okay, so these guys have, wow, even with advantage, these guys are rolling crap. We love it. Double fours. Perfect. All right, go ahead and pop your initiatives in my chat, please.
How long do you think we've been walking, Kelly?
You've
Just
been walking
so,
for about 5 hours by this time.
Okay. I will say for fairness, because otherwise I would have used all my key points if I constantly refreshed every 10 minutes. I will say I have not used, my arms are not up, so I'll have to activate that.
Probably a good idea.
Turn.
All right. Oh, the Sunblade would have been, well, Sunblade might have been kind of like blinding just to have it out, so that makes sense. Like fog lights, right? Okay, Christine,
Well,
do me a favor.
it depends what you mean by lightly obscured, right? Like, it
Mist.
can, yeah, I mean, but it can just mean like dim light, and the Sunblade actually does, it extends bright light and dim light, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Christine, can you roll me a d20 real quick? Just the d20?
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
God damn it. Even on an ambush, you still roll higher than me.
Oh, I will remind you, I can't be surprised too.
Well, that's probably why. Okay, so I've got Rosie. I've got Warforged 1. Then I've got Lir'wen. Then I've got the Commander. Then I've got Osric. Then I've got the lovely gruesome twosome of Gaunt and Imogen, which are going on same initiative. Then I've got Warforged 2. Then I've got Zoe. Then I've got Warforged 3. These bladed, horrible constructs let out a battle cry and are going to launch themselves in your direction. But before they do, Rosie, it's your turn. What do we got?
All right, 1 second. Rosie fishes a little pouch sort of thing out of her bag, loads it into her gun, and shoots fireball at them.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, hold on. Where are you? So they're not all right next to each other, but I think they're all within...
radius.
God damn it, they are all within 20 feet.
Checked.
God
They
damn
are
it.
all within.
I even spread them out for this, too. Okay, I'm gonna make some deck saves. Here we go. Okay, what do we got? Do I have anything that...
Okay, yeah, what's my save thing that they have to
Just
look at?
probably 17, probably 18.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so... Okay, I've got nothing that would help me, and I've got nothing that would help me. Cool. Okay, so let's go with the Warforged first. That's going to be a 16, and oh, pardon me. That's going to be a 19. So one of them saves, and then yeah, okay, only one of them saves. And let me roll for the commander. Okay, so Warforged blue. The Blade Scout with the blue tag, so the one that is on the far left is going to succeed with a 19. Everybody else is going to take full damage.
Okay. So that will be 39 points of damage.
Okay. Oof, I don't like that. So 39 points of damage becomes 19 points of damage when it is reduced. Well, thankfully, Warforged have a lot of hit points, so we can still have some fun. But that was not my favorite thing that's ever happened to me.
I love that that one's auto-prepared for me.
Yep. Because it's really sad that Artificers don't have Fireball. It doesn't seem fair.
Oh, right? It makes
Caitlin,
sense.
we're working on that for Fandelver. By the end of it, you're going to be able to use Fireball.
Can't wait. And the amount of times it's being used against us.
Right. Okay, so... All right, Rosie, a fireball streaks
Flavor
out of...
first, so it's necrotic, Caitlin.
Oh, God. No, make it radiant. Radiant ball. Or acid.
Oh, my God.
All right, a fireball whips out of Rosie's gun like a rocket launcher, impacts the ground, and implodes this, well, actually, explodes, let's be fair, explodes, sending broken trees in all directions and shrapnel flying through. You're going to hear the commander shout out, "Double time, men! Get it!" And,
Oh,
anything else on your
I
turn?
forgot I could add a D8 to this because I used my arcane firearm for it.
Oh.
You get a bonus to one spell's damage rolls equal to number rolled. Would that count for this? Because I'm still rolling damage. It doesn't say I have to make an attack roll.
I'm gonna say yeah.
But I can use it as a conduit for my destructive spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that sounds probably accurate, which sucks for me.
Add 6 to that.
Oh god. Okay, hold on. Let me just do a bunch of math.
I keep forgetting what all my characters have because Rosie has a lot, and then got a lot of games.
No, we don't. We don't have very many games at all. What are you talking about? It's only like 6 a week. All right, and then do I have any reactions? That wouldn't help me. All right, so the Warforged, the Blade Scout that was not particularly badly damaged is going to raise their arm and make 3 bolt attacks. Over.
I am going to move.
Okay, go ahead and move.
I'm going to move a little farther back and a little behind everybody.
Okay, is Boom Boom? You doing anything with your bonus action?
They're a little far away right now, I feel like. What's his distance?
I was gonna say, was Imogen still carrying you? Because, you know, you could get down and just go behind Imogen and her shield.
Right? Like, I feel like hiding behind everybody is probably a good thing, and I'm small, so that kind of gives me cover in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
So as you do that, Boom Boom is going to scramble to try to run after you.
What is his distance? Sorry, I'm trying to find his rules again.
I believe it's a 15-foot cone or a 30-foot cone.
You can direct him to walk or climb up to 15 feet. Okay. And then it is, I believe, a 15-foot cone? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he can get close enough, so I'll wait until they're closer for him to do anything. So next turn.
Perfect. All right, so you're going to move out of the way then. The first one is going to aim, I guess you've ran across the way, so he's going to target Lir'wen, since you've kind of ran behind her. And let's go ahead and give it. Raising his bolt launcher, he is going to fire 3 bolts at Lir'wen. Now this is before Lir'wen has acted, so that's a nat 20 on the first one.
Cool. I'm gonna roll to reduce that with deflect missiles.
Perfect. We love it. Okay, I'm gonna.
Could I just use one of my charges of Guardian Emblem?
Yeah, if you want to.
I or a creature I see within 30 feet of me suffer a critical hit while I'm wearing the shield. I can use my reaction to expend 1 charge to turn it into a normal hit instead.
Okay, so yep, that'll downgrade it, and then you can still use your reaction to use missile snare.
Nice.
Did you get a nat 20 on the missile snare?
What? No, it's I reduce it 1d10 plus my monk plus my dexterity. If I reduce it to 0, then I gotta toss it back at you. So tell me how much damage you have.
Yeah, hold on, let me. Okay, so that is a 21 on the next hit against you, which I don't think is a hit. Your AC's 23, right? Okay.
Yep, 23.
Okay, and the last one does not hit at all. So let me roll damage. So because that was reduced from a crit, can you reduce 8 points of piercing damage?
Yeah, considering I do my monk level plus whatever I rolled on the d10 plus my dexterity mod, I'm reducing you. I rolled a 7 on the d10, so 20 to reduce. So I'm gonna chuck this back at this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
1 second.
When we were setting Caitlin up for this episode, she's like, "Oh, I'm really OP," and I'm like, "Should I do this? It's really OP." And I'm like, "Yes, for this party, yes." Just run with it.
Yeah, this is great. Okay. I've never actually done a deflect missile, so let me just pull up the
Totally good.
When you do so, see above key. Hold on a second. 1 key point. As the same reaction, you make this attack with proficiency, regardless of your weapon, and the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. Oh, great! Awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's going to be a 21 to hit.
God damn it. Yeah, that's gonna. You know what? They have really high AC, but not that high. So that's a D8 plus your dex.
D8, D8, D8. It is the diamond. I can tell I haven't played D&D in a while. Oh, that's only a 3. 3 plus 6 is 9 points of piercing.
Nice. You still did more. All right. So a bolt fires out.
Yeah.
It fires directly at you, whipping over the distance. This bolt is aimed directly at a weak spot, right at your clavicle. But as it fires at you, Zoe raises her shield. Is it a shield or is it a brooch? What is the item that does this?
Yeah, it's a shield. It's
Okay.
emblazoned with a hearth on it.
Okay.
Right.
So as you raise the shield, the bolt seems to slow, giving you just enough time to grab it, turn, and throw, punching it into the leg of the one that just fired it at you. It's going to let out a whoa pain, which, all right.
Oh, good shot.
Thank you.
All right. And with that, it's Lir'wen's turn.
Great. So that was the one that is blue, you said?
That's the blue one.
Cool. Lir'wen's gonna look at it and go, my turn. Push her hands together, punch, and suddenly gonna see like this blue astral version of Lir'wen with like 4 extra arms come out. So bonus action when I activate both my astral sight and my arms, get my JoJo stand, and then she, with her 60 feet of movement, yeah, that guy's only 50, so
Yeah, you can absolutely rush
she's
up.
going to
For map purposes,
rush
that
up.
tree is no longer there.
Cool.
The
So she's
fireball
gonna run
took
where
care
the
of that.
tree- She's going to run where the tree was, with her arm, and just let out 2 punches with her astral arms at this blue one that shot at her.
We love it. Give it to us.
All right. That's a nat 20 with the dice tower.
You want to show off your dice tower
Yeah.
later?
Yeah, well, and then I rolled a 2 plus 10. I don't think a 12 is gonna hit.
12 is not going to hit, unfortunately. But then that 20,
Okay.
strangely, will hit.
Great. So I'm also gonna use my ability with my arms to add an extra martial arts die onto that. So I'll roll 48 for my punch, and then can that person make me a Constitution save, please?
Boy, can it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Let me just find the token to mark this guy as stunned. All right.
Yeah, DC is now 20 with the proficiency upgrade.
Yeah, no, he rolled pretty darn good. A grand total of 8.
Oh,
I know.
that's not
It's-
quite gonna make.
Are you sure it's not good enough? Okay, so in that case, your stun symbol is going to be the Imperial logo, apparently.
Nice. Okay, 10, 14, and then 1. Okay, 15 plus 6. 21 points of magical force damage. Pop.
Okay. Sounds good. 21 points. This guy is absolutely, I'm going to say oiled instead of bloodied.
He's all oiled up.
He's all oiled up. What would you like to do? He is now stunned.
Great. Lir'wen's gonna just like take her other 2 arms that couldn't be in the fight because she had to activate them, and just gonna point at the blue guy with like a big target. Just go beep, beep, beep. And that's her turn.
Perfect. All right. So Lir'wen, that is your turn. The one with the metal welded to their forehead is going to rush forward. And okay. Is going to rush forward at you. I'm going to spend a hurt them more to allow the one next to him to move 5 feet as part of his action, because I'm going to use my Rally the Troops ability. And the guy next to him is going to step forward, and the commander is going to say, "You're going to let her do that? Shishka bobber! Slice the meat bag up!" And is going to rush you and is going to take a couple of swats at you. So the unparalyzed Warforged is going to roll not enough. This blade welded to its arm is going to lash out at you, or you're going to dodge out of the way. These guys are used to fighting in a group, though. It's obvious that they have some type of like pack tactics about them. And as the commander rushes forward, he is going to draw a longsword and take a couple of swats at you, holding it in both hands. The first one is going to be a 22. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. The second one's going to be a 25.
Okay, that will hit.
And the third one's going to be a 12. But I'm just going to hurt them more to reroll that because I have 11 of them. That's going to be a 21, unfortunately. But it's better than a 5. So I feel good about myself, at least.
That's true.
Okay. So, coming in, he wields 3 attacks at you. 1, 2, 3. The first one slices next to your throat. You dodge out of the way deftly, ducking under the arm blade of his inferior. The second is like a pommel thrust directly at your nose. You pivot out of the way, dancing the distance. Unfortunately, what you didn't realize is his waist does not work as a human waist. And instead of having to twist around, he merely pivots like a G.I. Joe at the waist and slams the blade into your shoulder for 19 points of slashing damage.
19 points? Okay, and it's slashing?
It is slashing. Because I rolled actually less than I should have, unfortunately. And that is his turn. Now we are down at Osric's turn. Osric is going to do what he does best. He is going to point at... wait, hold on. Let me check one thing real quick. Just realized that...
A stunned creature automatically fails a dex check. Just, you know, if he was going to...
That's fair. And he's level 13.
Sacred Flame him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. Thank you for reminding me of that. Osric would definitely take advantage of a situation. Lir'wen, are you alright over there?
He's pointing. I'm fine, Osric. Hit him. Hit him. I'm not gonna judge.
Okay, that's going... Slapping his hands together, a Sacred Flame is going to ignite beneath the one that is stunned. He's going to take 18 points of radiant damage. And Gaunt or Imogen, who would like to go first?
After you.
Okay. There is a ways to cover between here and there. Yep.
Yep, so you're slightly out of range, but I have something good happens, Jen. Would you like me just to give you that extra 5 feet?
Well, I was gonna ask how running long jumps work.
Technically, it counts as part of your speed. So according to the rules, you can't like over jump your speed. So if you are running across a chasm and you jump, you magically stop at the end of your speed in the air. According to the rules, it's a freeze frame, right?
Fair.
I'm gonna spend a something good happens to say that rule's stupid though. So do what you want.
Sure. I mean, if you're gonna do that, then I might as well just like go up and make that extra 5 feet, right?
I mean, you can do whatever you
And-
want. It's flavor at this point. You're getting him.
Okay, true. Cool. I'll just go up and swing and see what happens.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Right. I have many attacks. That is. Oh, come on, mouse. I need my character sheet. There it is. Yeah, I am on 2 computers, so that's fun. But that's a 20. Oh, right, that went up. 27.
Okay, that's gonna hit. I can't do anything about that.
That's a 21.
Can't do anything about that.
That's a 20.
That is a 20. I can't do anything about that either.
Excellent. It's also gotta check whether it's a bonus action for the thing because it's been a while since.
I believe it's a bonus action to activate.
It doesn't actually tell me. It says it's an action to expand or reduce its thing, but oh no, there it is. Bonus action. It was on the other page.
Because you got to reach
yeah,
down
cool.
and
So-
play with the dials or something, right?
Yeah, fair. But I mean, I don't need my bonus action, so I can use it to activate the blade.
This is true.
And then go with the 3 attacks, which that was a terrible. This die, it doesn't. Jesus. Okay. Because all 3 attacks hit, right?
All 3 attacks hit.
So the extra damage I do that is on top of the rolls is is 24. The damage I did on the rolls is another 4.
What?
So 28. I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Oh my god. I love it. Okay, so 28
28
points of
radiant.
28 radiant, still, I guess, decent.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is going to... oh! Wait a sec. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter because you're attacking the first guy and not the commander, but you beat his AC supremely every time. So that I can't do
Yay.
anything. So you were going to lay into him, tearing him down. Let me just say that he's almost drawn and quartered. He's definitely very injured. Parts of his internal servo mechanisms are shorting out. You can see oil pumping out of stripped out cables and coils.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn?
Nice. I don't think so. I'm just double checking whether I can. I guess I technically could have done that, but no, not on this one. I don't care about this one.
All
No, I'm good. That's
All
it.
right, sounds good. Down to Gaunt.
Okay, I am going to. I've got a speed of 40, so I'm gonna run up to here, hex this guy.
Okay, and there's
And
no
the
save on
bonus
Hex.
action. Nope.
Right.
Let's say dexterity ability checks he has disadvantage on, and then I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, sounds good.
30 for one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And 21 for the other.
Okay, that'll hit.
Awesome. So extra damage. Do you need the necrotic separate?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm okay.
So that's 10, 11, 21 from one hit.
Okay.
And that's 10. 18 for the other.
Now, what was your attack roll with the second one?
The second one was a 21.
Okay. So, how do you do it, and how does 17 points of damage transfer into the commander with our splash damage, our cleave damage rules?
Coming up after Imogen, like right behind Imogen as she went in there, I'm going to take advantage of her attack and swipe in with my greatsword one way and then the other, and just like just do that, and then when I'm doing the second swipe, I'm going to lunge in and hit the commander in the chest.
The third Warforge is going to rush up behind you, letting out a blood-curdling scream that sounds like a dial-up modem as it rushes forward and is going to... Oh god, I totally could have done that. Is going to make a couple of attacks against you. So the first is going to be, I'm going to spend a Hurt the More to say that I set this up beforehand. So, Chris, can you do me a favor? Can you make a dex save?
Sure. $18.
18. Okay, that's actually going to be pretty good. As you step into that place and jam the blade into the commander, the ground underneath you is going to erupt with a tiny mechanical trap that almost like pinchers up, trying to plunge its way through your feet in a swirl of motions. It looks like a tiny little Imogen almost, little blender. However, it is going to... It's going to keep blending, but you're going to be able to step through it. It doesn't say that you take half damage on a success. So apparently they set traps down here. And that thing looks like it would have taken, would have killed a normal person. Let me just put it that way. All right, so as he does that, he is also going to rush forward with his arm blade, and he's going to take 3 arm blade attacks. And that's going to be 27 to hit you.
Oh yeah, my AC is, I think, the weakest in the group. I've got 16.
16? Okay, that's a...
care about getting hit.
That's fair. That's a 13, and that's a 25. So, you are going to take some damage, my friend. It is going to be... There we go. You are going to take... I'm going to give them to you separately, in case you have something for this. 10 points of slashing damage and 12 points of slashing damage. From 2 hits. All right, that is going to be his turn, and now down at the bottom we have Zoe,
who, just for the chat, I put in the Twitch chat, but I'll say for the thing because we're talking about rules on homebrew. Zoe's gonna get my crit inspiration because I rolled a 20.
That's absolutely fair.
Thank you.
We love it. All right.
Perfect. So Zoe is going to move kind of into the middle of everyone. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And she's going to invoke an emboldening bond. So I'm going to post it in the chat for everyone, so everyone gets something. Because I can forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another. So as long as you all are at peace with one another. Let me see here. Oh, hold on. I can choose a number of willing creatures equal to my proficiency bonus. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of you. And so while any bonded creature is within 30 feet of another, you can roll the d4 and add the number to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. And you can add it once per turn.
Damn.
Yo, this is perma blast for everyone.
For 10 minutes, I think.
It's what, one roll per turn though?
One roll per turn.
1 roll per turn.
Yeah.
But it lasts for like the entire combat, basically.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Remember, it's somebody else's turn if they force you to make a saving throw.
There you go.
That's true.
It does say saving throw. Okay, perfect. And because that's just kind of an action I can do, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's going to be a spear.
Okay. And
A copper spear.
Sounds good. Let me just I will just make a spear real quick. 1 second.
Thank you.
The Spear of Longinus.
The Lance of Longinus is just gonna like fly from the moon.
Yeah. Listen, you talked about unit.
This is
Units
true.
here.
Welcome. This is just an Evangelion episode now. Enjoy.
Yep.
Fly me
We
to
are
the
not
moon.
okay.
I'm hearing the
There's
intro
so many jokes. I don't think any of them are.
Wow,
appropriate.
that I was looking on Christmas ideas, and I could have asked my parents for a spear of Longinus or Lance of Longinus for like $500, but it's red. It looks really dope.
You should. They won't get it for you, but like you can
No,
ask.
they won't. They'll stare at me like I'm nuts, but
So the usual.
I was gonna say, if that wasn't normal, would it be worth the stare?
that's fair. I'll probably get to our chat.
Okay. And boom. All right, Caitlin, where are you popping that?
Sorry, I'm going to put it right beside the commander.
All right, there it is.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I will make an attack roll against them. Oh, actually, I'm going to cast it to level 4.
Yeah, might as well.
Yep.
There we go. Make it nice and easy to see.
Oh, I rolled a 17, so that's going to be a 30 to hit.
A what?
Yeah, I get plus 13 spell attack bonus.
Okay,
So,
yeah,
30
that's.
to hit.
I'm gonna use my parry to raise my AC to 19. Does that help?
No, I'm sorry.
He's gonna try to parry it. Go ahead and do it. Do it.
All right. 7, 16, and let me see if I add anything. Oh gosh, there you go. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So what did I say? 16, 21 points of force damage.
All right, that is going to start to peel the front of him open like a can opener, as this bronze spear just starts going ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. Beautiful. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that is everything.
All right, top of the initiative. We're down with Rosie again. Rosie, it's you and Boom Boom's turn to shine. What do you do?
All right, and these are all. There's 3 still up. It looks like,
There's
right?
3 still up. One that is paralyzed by Imogen's stunning strike, and one that is very badly damaged. One that is. What did I say? Imogen? Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry. Lir'wen. No, sorry about that, Robin. So by Lir'wen's stunning strike is just decapitation, not nerve punches. That's fair.
Okay.
So from Lir'wen's Vulcan neck pinch, one of them is completely paralyzed. One of them is permanently paralyzed by Gaunt's greatsword, and the other 2 are kind of still fighting shape.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna move up here, taking Boom Boom with me.
Okay.
Gonna fling him forward. Think.
I wish that we could make the noises for Boom Boom that I want to be made for Boom Boom, because they're just these, like, the sound of like those like wind up teeth, you know, that I just picture those like full time, and I love it.
All right, and I excellent. Okay, I think I just want to double check. Lir'wen is after me, correct?
Lir'wen is after you, yeah.
Yo, Lir'wen, how would you like haste?
Yeah.
Level gun to shoot you with haste. And have Boom Boom exhale his cone of fire at this one Warforged.
Haste
that he can reach.
is 30 feet. You can do that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been checking very carefully across all my stuff for the last few minutes. Well, it's not my turn.
Man, Vecna is
To
gonna
plan
get
my move.
Vecna's fucked. I'm just gonna say, like, when that fight comes, it's gonna be. Do you want a lightning bolt
I
to
am
represent this, or a
seriously
boot?
considering taking Metamagic Adept at some point.
Twin
as a
spell.
feat to get twin spell. I can
to
go,
do,
haste,
to do
haste.
Imogen and Lir'wen.
Yeah.
Now, I need to
Have
know,
fun.
very important question for you, Christine. Do you picture haste being a racing flag, a lightning bolt, a boot, or a stopwatch? Stopwatch?
I would say
I
stopwatch
feel like
is
a
slow.
stopwatch that suddenly starts going faster.
That sounds good. Well, I just have a token on Lir'wen now that's for a stopwatch. So there you go. Now he's...
All right.
Wind me up.
So
watch
I
me
will
yell.
need that one Warforged with the red dot
Okay.
to make a dex saving throw.
Oh boy, we love our deck saves here. Oh, actually, that's a 25.
Okay.
They're
So he
really...
will take half damage.
Okay, scouts are really dexterous.
Let me just find my dice. So that is going to be 4 damage.
4 damage. It's still going to singe him. As Boom Boom goes... and fires out. And with that, it is the end of your turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
All right. So after you is the Warforged that is stunned. He is going to do absolutely nothing. And then at the end of his turn, I believe he can make another save.
Nope, he's stunned until the end of my turn.
End of your turn. Well, then I'll just put this dice back down.
Yes.
And Lir'wen, it's your turn.
Zoom.
Lir'wen has the zoomies.
I have the zoomies.
The zoomies.
Lir'wen has the zoomies. Lir'wen has the zoomies and now an AC of 25. That's amazing. You cannot catch her because she's just the Flash. Yep. Cool. Cool. Lir'wen's going to so the blue one looks oiled, you said?
He's very well oiled. He's very lubricated.
Okay. Well, I automatically get those attacks with advantage. So, I'll start with attacks on him, and then if it bleeds over into the guy, I will then do attacks on the guy and try and make him stunning strike. Actually, you know what? Let me first try and stunning strike that guy first. I'm gonna make an attack on the commander.
Okay, sounds good. I am going to spend a hurt them more to roll with advantage. It probably won't matter.
Cool. I first
actually
hit you the first time, but you know.
fair. You know what? Let's do it fun, actually, because it's more fun for me to spend the hurt them more to give you disadvantage on your attack roll than for me to give it to my save. I think that feels better for you.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'll spend hurt them more to give you disadvantage on that first attack.
Okay, so that's a 15. I'm going to use my determination to make that a dirty 20.
Okay, cool. And I spent my parry on cinematic, so I can't use it. So there we go. Well, that's all. That is going to hit.
Cool. All right, now you can make me a con save. I will stun you.
See, the first time I rolled this, I rolled an 18. And then I put my dice back because you hadn't rolled yet. And now I rolled a 15, which is not as good.
No.
Nope.
Do you add anything to
that? Yeah, that's with the +8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let me just say, what are we using for? We're using the Imperial logo. There we go. All right, he is stunned.
Cool. So for the first attack, he's going to take 10 points of force damage.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
Okay. So now that he's stunned, I've used one attack. I have 2 more from just a regular attack, and then I'm gonna flurry of blows to do 4 attacks more, all with advantage. They both are stunned, so I'm just gonna go for the commander first, and then make my way down the line onto Bluey.
Down to Bluey.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'll start with Bluey, because then his stun will drop at the end of my turn. So I'll start with Bluey and then make my way to Commander.
I mean, you've got reach on both of them, so go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm going to start
right.
with blue.
Sounds good. All right, give me your
All right,
attacks.
first attack is a 24 to hit.
Yep. I'm just going to tell you right now, these guys are about as tough as plate mail.
Okay, great. That's a nat 20 for the second
Who gets your advantage?
attack. I'm going to give that to Imogen.
Okay.
All right. Another 24.
Okay.
And a 22.
Okay. Let's resolve the first one in the crit on the Blade Scout first.
Okay, I'm going to spend my once a turn strike ability with my fists to add a d8 to the crit. So I'll roll 4d8 for the crit. Uh, 14, 16. 18 plus 6 is 24 for the first two hits.
First two hits. All right, he's still up, but barely.
Okay, and then we'll do the other two hits.
You know what? You're within cleave range. Just roll it and give it to me all.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
move
that's
on
probably
for that.
that's probably
Well, like
smarter.
Yeah, that's why I had the other guy stunned, so it'd both be advantage to hit for both.
Yeah, that's smart. All right, cool. Give it to me.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for pointing out a flaw in the cleave mechanic. Advantage makes that iffy, right?
Yeah, because it's if you'd hit or not.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have had advantage. So that's interesting. I hadn't actually considered that when we were designing that rule. So good thinking.
Well, that's why we can talk about later. For the podcast,
Yeah.
they would just say roll and see if you'd hit to continue the cleave on.
Yeah, that's fair. This is interesting. This is why when you ever do game design stuff, you should never do it alone because you'll always miss something really obvious that you should have thought of.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to add a 6 to the first hit, to the damage, because I didn't include it for the crit. So
how do you do? Oh, all right. How do you do the first one?
So the first one is gonna take 2 of the hands and then just gonna clap and smush that one's head together.
He was a brave little toaster.
Yep.
All right.
Plus 7
that is
12
no bleed
19
over
points
damage.
of force.
Okay, so 19 to the next one still. All right, he is still up, but he is not in a good place.
Cool, and he's stunned.
He's in Ohio.
Yeah. So that is Lir'wen's turn.
All right, good job, Skibbity Ohio Riz, or his Skibbity Ohio Lir'wen. All right, the commander's turn. The commander is going to get clapped, apparently, and is very badly injured. Then, let's see, that's going to be 5. It's going to be 8. That's going to be 5, 8. Osric is going to step forward and say, well, let's keep it going. What do you say? And is going to cast Sacred Flame on him now that he's petrified, and is going to do 16 points of radiant damage. Guy's still up. All right, down to Gaunt or Imogen.
Hey, Osric, if you have any healing as a bonus action, I did get hit.
Fine. All right, fine. Let's spend a 4th level. All right, or let's spend a 3rd level. You don't deserve a 4th level. That is 3, 2.
I'm stunning him.
Okay, hold on. 3, 2, 3. Math. I'm doing the take 15 points of healing.
Oh, nice. You almost undid your 19 points that you did to me. Nice, thank you.
There we go.
There we go. All right, who wants to go first?
Cool. Chris very nicely let me go first. So I'm going to step forward to the stunned commander there. And I'll roll to hit. Stunned is advantage, right?
It is advantage.
That's a lot. That's
Is it above 16? Oh yeah, that's above 30. Or above 16. You gave me so much math, it broke my math. All right, that's going to do some damage.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Cool. I'm gonna do this one at a time because of advantage and because I know he's already damaged. So we'll just do this one attack at a time.
Sounds good to me.
That's 11 radiant.
Okay, 11 radiant. He's still up, although I'm going to say that you're going to be starting to like cleave through him like a Jedi at this point.
Cool. That's a 27.
To hit or damage?
To hit.
To hit? Yeah, that's...
Ooh, but that's max damage at 16.
How do you do it?
Cool.
Because I'm picturing you
like a Jedi.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
like one slash goes down, removes an arm, another slash goes down, removes another arm, and then you just do like the Anakin spin without looking back.
Yep.
Oh, God,
And then I think I can go get the other one for my last attack because it's close enough.
It's a 5-foot shimmy.
Yep.
Oh my God, we love that. All right, give it to me. Now this one is not with advantage.
Yes, it is because Lir'wen gave me combat advantage.
Yep.
I stand
This is why I did
mistaken. I
this.
stand corrected.
Yep. That is a crit on a 19, baby.
Oh God. All right, who gets your advantage? I mean, Gaunt's next.
Yeah, I'll give it to Gaunt just to finish. In case I edge this enemy, right? You gotta give the advantage. That is 12 on that last one.
12 points of damage. That's with the crit.
Yeah. Oh, right. Sorry. Math.
No, that's okay.
It's roll twice and then okay, that's 16.
16.
I
All
rolled
right,
two fours.
he's still up, but like that's still much better. You're going to crit.
I won't waste my action surge. I'll just let Gaunt finish this off.
Perfect. We love that. All right. Slashing across. You're going to bring the blade with that crit right across his eyes, stunning him backwards, giving Gaunt a perfect opportunity. Gaunt, it's your turn.
I'm going to move at first just to get out of whatever trap I'm on. The mini Imogen that's trying to blend my feet.
All right.
Rosie should take a look at that after. And then use the advantage. I'm going to cast Booming Blade on this guy because he's not getting away.
Okay.
That will be a 26.
That'll hit.
All right. Oh, I should have hexed him first. Darn. All right. So.
Haha.
we have-
Loser.
I know. How could I? Oh, there's D8. So that's, oh, nice. 8. 10, 15, 25, 30 damage.
Holy shit. What did you hit him with? The moon?
Oh, I booming bladed with the greatsword.
Oh. And then doesn't the damage from booming blade, the extra only go off if he moves?
We're high enough level that I get extra for regular damage and when he moves.
Well, crap. Okay, he is very badly hurt with that. Anything else on your turn?
Go ahead and run.
Make me an intimidation roll.
Oh,
Can I help by being here?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Oh, nice.
I'm just like, hi.
So that's 26.
26. He is going to, it's his turn. He's going to turn. And he's going to take a 5-foot step. It's not the best thing he's ever done with his life.
Take another 12 thunder.
Okay, 12 thunder. Turning, he runs and is going to erupt into a ball of ephemera. And with that, the combat is over. You see that there's nothing left of these creatures aside from the rusted, serrated blades that are affixed to them.
So he's gonna walk over to one, put a boot on it. These were not the veterans I was talking about. And kind of roll the body. Shoving his arm.
What does this doesn't look like? Might they have one?
No, probably not.
Still, let's give him a once-over anyway. What's left of him?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it really fast, guys. Let's go. Lir'wen's gonna start.
Rosie. What is that? I'll point at the trap.
The what?
Is it
What
still
thing?
going?
It is still whirring, yeah.
There's like a little blender where I was standing that like was a trap that I stepped on that was like just kind of going. It's like a little
Can I
mini
investigate
Imogen.
it?
You can. I'm going to say that you will make me a Tinkerer Tools roll.
Yeah. Okay, I am in fact proficient with those. So.
And I'm going to give you disadvantage because this is tech you've never seen before.
Okay. So it's a tool roll.
So yeah, basically it's going to be intelligence plus your proficiency plus a d20.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Okay, so basically an investigation check.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. 20. Dirty.
Okay, that's going to be enough. Looking at
It would
this,
have been
I'm
29 otherwise.
going to say that you have access looking through. This one is not going to be salvageable. The motor burns itself out. But looking at the other ones that were blasted, you're going to be able to recover one snare trap. It's basically going to be a one-use item for you, but you'll be able to recover it from them. It's a tiny mechanical trap. You deploy it as a, I believe it's an action. On a solid surface within 5 feet, the trap is hidden, and it lasts for 1 minute. Whenever a creature steps within 10 feet of the trap or starts its turn there, it has to make a DC 16 dex save or take 6d6 piercing and gain the prone condition if they fail. It basically shreds them off their feet, like flechettes them.
Okay. So if this is small, is it a magic item?
It is a kind of hard to say. It's a technological item for sure.
Okay. So it says mechanical. It's a tiny mechanical trap.
Yes.
Okay. Can I argue that I feel like Fabricate should be able to create more of those?
Like the spell
The
Fabricate?
spell. Yeah.
Fabricate breaks every game, so why not this one? Yeah, sure.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, with you are going to be able to understand the rudimentary mechanics required for this. Meanwhile, as you
And I have a lot of metal around me right now.
You do have a lot of metal. And in fact, on the mist-covered hill that you are on, Lir'wen, can you do me a favor and make me an investigation check with advantage?
Ooh, my investigation. That's 17.
17. All right. With your zoomies, are you pretty much like running around, checking every corner, looking over, looking under, looking everywhere? Perfect. That means that you are going to go a bit further than everyone else. And as Rosie finishes investigating that, you are going to be probably about 100 feet to 100 meters ahead of everyone. And that is when you're going to crest another rise in this rolling, rugged hillscape and see that you are standing at the feet of a giant mechanical man that is the size of a castle.
Huh.
You found one of the Colossi.
Huh. I found a Colossi. Huh. Hey, got. Lir'wen's gonna suddenly realize that she's completely by herself.
There's just this weird, like, two-headed raven on a stump going.
Say by now also probably haste wears off because it's only a minute.
And that's when you're going to catch your breath going.
Hey guys.
Yes, my
Found
best
one.
friend.
I found one.
Good job.
And I think on the good job, that's a place where we're going to take our break for the night. So folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the part of the program where we're going to briefly talk to the chat. So, hey, Caitlin, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Not bad.
Bamboozled. That's how I am.
Bamboozled.
The great bamboozle.
The chat thought you were a cat, and that was great.
Kelly,
Because...
Kelly, this deserves a Joseph. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was like, what did I do wrong? How is her name coming up? Like, what did I do wrong? I'm not anywhere yet.
It's great. Hey, also a big thank you to Kat for letting us use her streaming space for this. Because Chris had no idea. We deliberately, like, what did you say? You were out like looking at dresses with Kat or prepping her for like cold iron or something?
So Wednesday we were looking through her wardrobe to see like what kind of outfit she wanted to wear to work function. I couldn't think of anything better. I was like, okay, it works out.
Just ask me. I'm good at lying.
And then today we unfortunately couldn't find anything, so we had to go shopping. And I was like, this feels so bad lying to Chris. But everything
it was so good though, because
it's gonna be okay.
it was so good. It was so good because like you were just like, oh hey, do you think it would be like the way she was about it was fantastic. It was just like, oh hey, you know what, we're trying like we couldn't find anything, whatnot. Well, we're gonna work on another day. And she's like, okay, cool. And then she's like, so I know you have game on Friday, but is it alright if I go out with Kat after like Orion's in bed? So like he's sleeping and then I'll go out with Kat. And it's like, yeah, of course, great, yeah, go nuts. And it's just like if he wakes up, I'll just go over and put him to bed. Like it's like when you work, no problem. Like, but it was just so like natural and like normal, and it's just like. And then when I saw Kat online, it's just like, okay, that's suspicious. And then I saw like the intro for this session. I was like, oh my god, we're going to Eberron. Oh my god, it's the Mournland. Like just immediate recognition. And, like when you were like, oh, what was it you said? You'll never guess who it is. And I'm like, do we have any Warforged? Because Warforged in the Mournland, that's just like too fucking iconic for Eberron. Like this is fantastic. Oh my god, Zoe.
And then Robin's
Chris was saying
like,
in the chat, and it was just like, no, Kelly's not gonna put Zoe in before she debuts on Cold Iron.
this isn't technically
Yes, he
Zoe.
is.
Zoe. This is Protozoa.
Yeah.
Protozoa.
Everything,
Nice.
like all of this, was literally outside in 2 bags under a shelter, just hidden so that I didn't like, oh yeah, we need to go bring these big bags to go shopping.
I have to return some cans while we're out too.
Right? Like clink, clank, like, oh yeah,
Clink,
that's
clink,
pretty
clink.
suspicious.
Why are you getting rid of an Iron Man mask that's been suspiciously painted?
Yeah, with sunglass lenses?
Yeah, no, that's just because you're cool.
Oh, thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Oh, that's sunglass lenses, Caitlin? That's so awesome.
I literally popped them out. And I gave Orion the glasses because he loves glasses. I'm like, here, glasses for you. And it was a great time today.
Oh God, that's so ridiculous. Hey folks, a big thank you to everybody who was patient with us while we took some time off between games. I know that Vecna's had the weirdest release schedule of any game we've ever ran on the channel, and I really do appreciate you being here and waiting it out. Because we actually had somebody who commented on YouTube like, is this game canceled? Like, is the show canceled? And I'm like, no. We literally had like traveling to San Francisco, and then the next week was Extra Life, and then I was in Hawaii, and then the next week we got back from Hawaii at 9 a.m. that Friday, and Christine wisely
left at 11:45 p.m. the previous day.
Yeah. And Christine was very wisely like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I actually slept the entire
And I was
flight
right.
home. Yeah.
I fell asleep at 8 p.m.
Right. So you would have just died during game. And then, so like, it's just been a bunch of things that have kind of kept us from this. We're going to be running, I think we're running the next 3 weeks, and then we're deep into December. So that will be come and go. We're going to have to figure out like, how it works around the holiday schedule. Robin's going to be back on the island with us for a while. So like, obviously she's not going to be available for about, well, like 10 days. So we're going to have a lot of reruns and stuff during that time.
More like 2 weeks now, because we officially
yeah.
got the Thursday and Friday off after New Year's, because everyone was requesting those days off anyway. So now we're just going to be officially be closed for those days. So I get 2 weeks.
So another thing that I wanted to say, and so I'm sorry, chat, you're going to have to not have this. But while we were down at Big Bad Con, Jen, Christine, and I, and some other people played a homebrewed JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game. That's that this really cool guy made from Black Mage Studios. And I'm going to run an off-camera, off-stream episode of that sometime during the holidays. So if any player here wants to come and join, we've still got extra seats. We're just going to play it like in our living room. So come on, it'll be fun. It'll be like a little 4-hour romp, and then we'll watch some TV or something. Just because we never hang out in person anymore, you know? Also, Chris,
I really enjoyed the Blood on the Clock Tower for my birthday. So like, the doing in-person stuff was fun.
You're so sorry?
I'm so sorry I missed that. The Blood on the Clock Tower.
We should do it again.
Oh my god.
Yes, I would be down for that.
Jen's not a little obsessed, just a lot obsessed.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
We could do another Blood on the Clock Tower too. Like, I mean, it depends. Like, I don't want to roleplay too much during the holidays, but a bit. I think a bit. You know, we're still nerds.
Yeah.
So the
and
other
also
thing,
some time like off stream hanging out, also good for us.
it's so good. And I wanted to say, because I know Chris is speaking, you're obsessed with Blood on the Clock Tower, Jen. Chris is still to this day obsessed with Cards Against Humanity. And when I was down in Hawaii, I brought back 5 more decks. So I've got the Climate Catastrophe pack. I've got the Political Discourse pack. And I'm getting, my mom's going to be bringing up the Ass pack for me. There's an Ass pack. I don't know.
There's junk in that trunk.
There's junk in that trunk. It's all butt stuff. And I was also thinking some point during the holidays, I might run Eat the Reich, because Jen and I played an episode of that, and I thought it was pretty solid. I think that whoever runs that needs to have a lot more experience with the Sabbat. Because
that just sounds fantastic.
I ruined that GM's day.
And I one-shot the final antagonist. It was like, like Jen did like some of the craziest shit that you could imagine in a game. The problem is that a lot of the game is interpretive, and I was like, I don't know what character I'm going to play. And then I got handed a character that's literally like, do whatever you want. He has weird magic. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. Not Kelly. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, and I just reminded the GM that earlier in the game he had given a different player an anti-aircraft weapon, and the final boss fight was supposed to be in a Zeppelin.
Yep.
So we brought the Zeppelin to us.
It was so good, because like I spent so much time taking an elevator up the Eiffel Tower to reach the Zeppelin, only to have it explode as soon as I got there, and then take the elevator back down.
It was beautiful. So good.
Yeah. We can't say anything more about it though, because there are a lot of spoilers. Although it's really funny, because Eat the Reich is a game about drinking Nazi blood and drinking all of Hitler's blood. But there are additional campaigns they suggest, like drink all of Churchill's blood, drink all of Stalin's blood, drink FDR's blood. Like, they're really like, they just want you to eat world leaders. I don't know. Just figure, why not? All right. So besides that, I just want to say I love y'all. You guys are amazing. You folks are amazing players. And the vampires of ungentlemanly warfare. You're absolutely right, Mike. Like, absolutely.
I just want to say, like, thank you. This was a wonderful, wonderful surprise. This,
of course.
Thank you. Like,
I mean, hey, folks, if you like Zoe's amazing sonorous voice and manner. Also, how did you become a sexy Warforged? I don't get it. It's working for me. Good job, Caitlin. But like, if you want to see more of Zoe or what Zoe may become in the future or past, tune in on Sunday. On Sunday, we are doing session 0 of Cold Iron, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I have... two little, should I save the I'm going to save the announcements for that, actually. So I have a cool announcement about a collaboration that I'll tell you on Sunday. And the other announcement is that, I mean, it's Cold Iron. Come and enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's, even if you don't like Westerns, I'm going to be honest with you. It's Western drag. It's not a real Western. Like, it's in the trappings, there's guns, and like cowboy hats, but it's basically just Western drag. It's genre conventions. It's actually, you know, I guess it's about as much of a Western as Cowboy Bebop is. I speak words for a living. All right. So with that, folks, anyone have anything else they want to mention or say before we head back in? Yeah, Trigun is big and all right. All right, folks. Oh, everybody watch The Damn Penguin. Robin and I just finished it last night, and it's dope. It's oof. Actually, Chris, you and Caitlin need to watch it because it will be one of your favorite shows just by how brutal it is to the characters. Like, it's like Game of Thrones, but good.
Hurt me more, Daddy.
It's real good. It's honestly one of the best shows that I've seen in a very long time. And it's a comic book show, which doesn't happen as much anymore, except it also came out at the same time as Agatha All Along. So I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's get down the Moorland Road.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, let's head back into game. Y'all ready? Let's head back in. Hello and welcome back to Vecna, Eve of Ruin, here on Dork Tales. You stand in front of this immense figure. What was once a massive bipedal war machine made of stone, metal, and wood now lies in ruin before you. Fragments of the mechanical titan lie scattered about, each piece about as big as a barn. Lir'wen, you stand directly in front of it looking up at this. It kind of just... It encompasses everything in your vision. Slowly, one by one, your friends approach as well.
Well, that's a huge bitch,
Osric says, looking up at it.
You're not one to mince words. Well, we're here. Let's check it out.
Probably a good idea.
Now, looking at this, Rosie, this is an artificer's smorgasbord. And the best part about this is it's easily accessible. You can easily climb this creature. Its hand lies in front of you, as large as a wagon. Its fingers, the size of sewage pipes. You can easily climb them, like the most yielding tree in a child's backyard. And there are so many points.
Anybody grabbed Rosie since
No.
the last fight?
So Rosie just goes Yahoo and jumps in.
Yep.
Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to let one of you who's taking point roll me a d4 for how many hours it takes you to search the wreckage for a docent. First person to roll a d4, that's the roll.
Rosie. No, Rosie's in there, so.
I mean, I'm not the best one to roll that because I did roll a 4. In this case, it's working against
I
me.
was going to say, do the rest of us roll how long it takes to find Rosie?
I rolled a 1 on that.
So it's basically going to be, how long does it take you to drag Rosie out? And it's going to be about 4 hours. You are going to tear this thing apart. Now, this Colossi is massive. And as you're going through it, looking through the wreckage, this thing has a central, actually, were these things, I'm gonna double check something. Were these Colossi self-perpetuating or were they piloted? Chris, you know Eberron really well. Were the Colossi piloted?
I am actually not familiar with the Colossi. I knew there were bigger ones that I thought were individuals and not like pilot things, but I don't think they were this big.
Massive construct.
I think the things that were like the size that we're talking about here would have likely been mobile fortresses, like humanoid.
Barely sentient. Was powered and was supplemented by a crew. Yes, it was. All right. So, looking through this, Rosie, you're going to be discovered by Lir'wen kind of in the center of this. Kind of pouring around through what was once upon a time a command center. Think of like, I mean, basically like the cockpit of like a Megazord with all of like the chairs kind of together. It's about the size of like, two school buses next to each other, right in the heart of this creature. Now, half of it's like exposed to the elements. Mist is flowing in through this ancient ripped bit of metal. It's damaged to hell. But why don't you go ahead and make me an investigation check?
D5.
25. Looking through, in the center of this flight deck, cockpit, whatever we want to call it, you are going to find a place where whatever this docent thing is, and through the 5-hour walk, you had a good time talking about what a docent is. A docent is not just a magical item that helps with travel, it's a small metal sphere about the size of like, honestly, it's about the size of a snitch, but about 2 inches across, stuffed with these things called dragon shards. It's sentient and has a personality as well as innate magic that functions in this. It can be used to guide and to help basically act as like a secondary navigation support. It's basically Navi. And looking around, you can see the place where this would have been installed. However, you are going to see that it is not there. And with 25, okay, I'm going to let you pick 1, 2, or 3. You may pick 2 of those numbers.
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Now, docents look like they're installed very sturdily. They need to be, because this type of thing is a war machine. The amount of hits this thing is taking, probably, if it's fighting things about the same size as it would need to be very carefully installed. However, looking at this, you can see that the docent was removed with surgical precision. The rest of this place is absolutely wrecked. But the docent storage unit, completely unharmed. Not even a scratch, not even someone missing the keyhole getting into their apartment drunk one night type of scratches. This is a perfect removal. You're also going to see deep, angular boot prints belonging to unusually heavy bipedal creatures.
Probably warforged of some sort.
You can see that they're headed away, but then they kind of fade out. You know that they were headed kind of from here, maybe to like the northwest. No. Well, it's hard to tell, but you can say that direction because survival checks are very difficult here. Kind of the direction you were already headed. So that's convenient.
Okay.
Is anybody else looking around inside of this ancient structure?
After the 4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll just
what I'm
kinda
going to
follow
ask...
around. I don't think they'll actually do too much looking.
All right, I would like everybody here to make me a investigation check. Rosie can do this as well. And we're going to base this on a starting DC of 20. Nothing, Zoe?
Oh.
No, I got like an 8. Hold on.
I got a 10.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh,
Just
I'm sorry,
barely.
7?
Yeah, serious.
Now, while this is going on, Zoe, if you wanted to, and had a little bit of help, you could actually go and have one of the arm blades from those blade scouts removed and attached to you. If you wanted to.
I think that's okay.
Okay.
Just who she is as a warforged.
Fair. 2, 3.
She found. But thank you.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. All right, Robin, with that 20, can you do me a favor and roll me a d12?
Yes. Also, since we're back on the main screen, I used Determination to fight, and it has not been brought back for me. So just take that away.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was about to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
10.
10. Okay. Oh, wow. You found something weird.
Ooh.
I have no idea what this is. Give me 1 sec. You are going to find... You are going to, as you're looking around for Rosie, you're going to see her like looking around this cockpit, and nearby it, you are going to see that there are a series of lockers in the room preceding. It looks like a locker room. Or at least it was at one point. Ancient rusted metal lockers are banged up, are bent, are crumpled over in half over some benches. And as you approach, you're going to notice that there's something inside of one of them. You take a little bit of time looking around, and you're going to see that there is a jumpsuit, like a flight suit. It is a full, almost spandex flight suit. Kind of like a... you know what? It's a plug suit from Evangelion. Like, that is what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
And it is going to be, let's say, random color. Random color generator, go. It's not brown. It is a yellow. A yellow suit, kind of looking like the plug suit version of like the Bride's Kill Bill Bruce Lee outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And,
all right, Lir'wen's
you
gonna try it on.
Okay, it fits perfectly. As you try it on, you're going to see that there is a I accidentally went away from the page. 1 second. There is a button or some other type of toggle inside of... Actually, you know what? It's not a toggle. Inside of the neckline, you're going to see that there is a command word stitched in.
Huh.
Do you say it once you put it on?
Yeah, Lir'wen will say it.
While wearing this clothing, you may speak a command word as a bonus action, transform your outfit into one of your choice into one of the other outfit designs contained within it. Regardless of its appearance, it can't be anything but clothing. So here's the deal. It is going to be... I want you to roll percentiles.
Yep. I love this. I love this so much because I don't wear armor, so this is amazing.
Okay. And I want you also to flip a coin.
Oh, okay.
Or just
3.
Like a 0-3?
And yep, 0-3.
Okay.
And evens.
Evens. All right. I'm gonna ask the rest of the group: Are women even or odd? Are men even or odd?
Women are even.
Women are even. Okay, so it's women's wear, or at least more feminine wear. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I found youlookfab.com random outfit generator.
Amazing.
Okay, so you are wearing... Okay. You are wearing a striped... oh my god, you're dressed like Nami from One Piece. Holy crap. Like, you literally... Sorry, I'm looking at this. The outfit is... There is a jacket. That's the only difference. But you have, like, a cutoff, like, right underneath the breast cutoff. Red horizontal striped pirate shirt. A mini skirt made of black snakeskin. And a pair of very sensible flats.
What's gonna be like... Huh.
It does not say
Says the
how
command
many...
word again.
All right, hold on.
On the sheet.
Roll percentiles again.
But on the sheet, on the sheet it says 5, but you could make it be different.
No, it's fine. Okay, even or odd. I'm just gonna roll.
5.
You are going to be wearing a. No, I got this.
51.
How much? You get 51?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are wearing a quilted doublet with a high neckline, a cravat that is plunging into this this silk doublet that is made of a deep purple fabric. There are also... The thing is, this is a man's outfit. The leather breeches you are wearing are so tight that you don't know how a man could wear them.
Lir'wen's just gonna, like, awkwardly walk out. You can hear, like, the squeaking of the leather as Lir'wen walks out to where Rosie is.
And...
Watch this! And she's gonna say the command word one more time, just for...
Okay, roll me percentiles.
11.
11, all right. I'm gonna spend a hurt them more for this.
No!
Okay, there is going to be a... Oh my god. I can't believe... Okay, yep. I spent a hurt them more for this. I'm gonna do it. I want Lir'wen to describe this outfit. As suddenly you hear a...
So what? At least it's just the clothes, not the outfit.
What?
I mean, it's transformed the outfit, so it's not like I wear the other rest of it. There's no squeaky nose.
There's a squeaky nose. It's part of the outfit. Do it honk?
As Lir'wen suddenly is in a very sexy clown leotard.
Well, I mean, that's a fashion choice, but does it do anything else?
I think it just rotates outfits.
As Lir'wen says that, she kind of shifts back and forth, and her feet go...
All right.
You've seen this type of pantomime performer, Rosie. You didn't think that the neckline was this plunging. This is a weird outfit. And it's very padded. Very padded.
What's Lir'wen's charisma?
12.
Okay. So she pulls it off.
+1. Yeah,
pulls
she
it
pulls it
off.
off.
There's the anime character it's based on. The Phoenix Wright clown.
Okay, that's better than the other images you...
Look, I only had so long to search. Anyway, you gonna hit the button again, or are you gonna say the word again?
Yeah, she's gonna say the word again.
All right. You are going to be in the sleekest lesbian tuxedo possible.
Nice.
Crushed green
All right,
velvet.
there's the 5 outfits.
Isn't that only 4?
Because there's the flight. There's a flight suit.
Oh, the flight
which I
deck. The
assume
flight
is
suit
1.
counts as 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's pretty good.
Interesting, for sure.
All right. Rosie, what did you get on your investigation roll?
28.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and roll me a d12?
7.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that 1, 2. Down. Imbued wood focus. Oh God, why did I do this? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a d8.
8.
Okay. You get a... All right. So, do you have any spells that do force or psychic damage? Actually, no, this would be force. So, you find a small wand that is crackling with forceful energy from the Chavaron birch.
Okay.
So you get a +1 to damage rolls with force spells when using this. So magic missile. It's just a little bonus, but it's kind of neat.
Get magic missile? I do not.
Well, either way, you can sell this thing. So
Yeah, I will
while,
sell it.
so looking around, you are going to see that it looks like quite a bit of this area has been scavenged. What do you do?
I guess we should probably start looking at the way that they went, potentially, because they may have taken the thing that we need.
What?
Well, the thing we need is not here.
Oh,
But
but
there's
it was here?
footsteps, and it kind of looks like they went that way.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how long ago,
Well,
but the thing we need is not
go
here.
find everyone. Find everyone and follow them, I guess.
Is that the direction towards one of the towns, or the veterans you were talking about?
Zoe, you think so?
It does appear that's that way.
Are they? Is everyone here like you?
Forged, you mean? Not everyone. But there are a lot of us. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
For you, guide.
So Zoe, if you're leading the way, can you do me a favor? I want you to roll me roll me any type of dice. Just tell me if you get even or odd.
I got an odd number.
An odd number. All right. Fantastic. So, as you make your way across this region, it's going to take a bit of time. This next one is going to take the longest walk you've had yet. You've already been traveling for about 5 hours, plus the 4 hours that you spent pouring through that wreckage. It's getting dark by the time that you make it to the next thing of interest. Moving through the Mournlands is confusing. Time and distance stretch out invariably. Or I suppose variably would be a better way to put it. It's like looking across the distance and seeing a landmark that you need to reach. Instinctively, you can estimate how long it will take. Sometimes walking through here, you'll see something on the other side of a valley that would take 4 or 5 hours to reach, only for it to be directly in front of you in 30 minutes, an hour. At other times, a shop on the corner, something as close as that would take an hour to reach. You experience this as you're moving through the Mournlands. 7 hours pass of you walking, trudging. And then, just when you're thinking that it can't get any more exhausting, that there can't be another rise with nothing beyond it, finally there is something. Directly in front of you, you see a trio of individuals. There's a large chasm with a colossi, or at least what remains of one, mostly its spine, a little bit of its chest plating. Most of it's been stripped away. In the chasm, the gully, beneath 2 ridges, you see that there are hundreds of pounds of slagged metal lying, rusting. 3 figures work on top of this ancient, destroyed colossi. The first you can see is a massive orc woman. She's wearing splint mail and stands almost 7 feet tall. She looks over in your direction, keeping a hand on her short sword. There's a younger man with her, human. You think he's blonde? His hair's shorn very close to his scalp, though, military style. He's dressed in a blue scarf that covers most of his top half, and then beneath it, a fairly tight-fitting pair of, well, leather breeches and a leather jerkin. Last, there's a dwarven woman. Sturdy, dressed in fur, with long, well, with shoulder-length blonde hair, chopped at a vicious angle like with a knife. The orc woman turns, looks your direction. "Well there, travelers."
Hello, my friends.
I'm Khalith.
You speak a docent. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Zoe.
Zoe.
These are my friends.
You seek a docent. What are you, oh, you're not gonna find one here. This thing is... This thing's cleaned out.
I would like to make an insight check on that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Don't forget your advantage.
Oh, that's right, because it's
Yes.
Vecna. Oh, yes, Caitlin. Because you are technically a member of the party, you're going to be able to absorb some of their bonus. All insight checks have advantage.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
21.
21. She is very nervous, but appears to be telling the truth.
Okay.
You folks just passing through looking for this thing, or... We've had some trouble around here recently with some blades, but... You seem nice enough.
When Zoe says that, or they say that, I'm gonna look at Zoe. Are those
Are those the extra spiky Warforged types?
Yeah, that'd be them.
I threw a fireball at them.
You seem a little more sensible.
Try to be.
Well,
Also,
you're...
you don't know us very well if you think we're sensible, but appreciate it.
Look, no offense, but most of you are breathing. Would like to have, It's always nice to see some people who can bleed out here. No offense.
None taken.
Look, it's getting dark. We were scouting out this place. It's a missed opportunity. Our camp's not too far away if you want to settle in for the night. Safer in larger numbers.
Sure.
I think that would be wise. I appreciate your hospitality.
Yeah. Zoe. You're that Outlander, right? I think I heard of you. A Warforged? Come from a different place. Some of the other Warforged were talking about you.
Only good things, I hope. But you're correct.
Huh. Well, come this way. Do you eat?
I can. I'm sure they do.
We've got food.
Starved.
Yeah, nothing really grows out here. Nothing edible, at least. Alright. Well, come on. And she'll turn around and lead you. The ground here's pitched. And as you are looking around, can I get a perception roll off of everyone? It will be with disadvantage because of the mist, except for Gaunt.
18.
18? Perfect.
17.
Perfect.
Perception?
Yeah.
12.
21.
Perfect. All right. And Imogen, do you get anything worth having?
12.
12. So, those of you who rolled below 15, you are going to notice that there are a ton of large ruts in the ground as you're coming through here. Quite a bit, actually. Those of you who rolled higher are going to crest a little hill and notice that the ruts in the ground here, and I'm talking ruts that are probably 40, 50 feet wide in places. These aren't natural. They're perfectly parallel in many places, as if they were made by some type of giant weapon slashing through the ground, or maybe even one of these, well, a larger one of these Colossus' hands tearing the ground apart. These tremendous creatures laid waste to this region. And soon enough, you're actually going to go over the first natural formation that you've seen in a while. There's a crumbling stone bridge that crosses a river of indigo water. opposite, on the other side of the bridge, beneath it, because it stretches over, almost like an overpass, to a bit of land ahead, you can see that there are soiled leather tents and bedrolls arranged around a fire pit. Caliph leads you there. And she and her companions offer you some rations. It's pretty meager. Some dried fruit, some dried nuts, some meat. But it's cozy. And the warmth of the fire is comforting and pushes the mist a bit away. She introduces her companions as Grezin, the boy, and Dortalyn. I couldn't make that up if I tried. Dortalyn. The fact that she's not a turtle really bothers me.
See, my brain's just ignoring the Ortle bit and just going Dorlin.
Oh, it's just Dorlin. Yeah, that's fair.
No. I'm Gaunt.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dortalyn.
Imogen.
I mean, I heard all of your
Rosie.
names. Rosie. I mean, we heard all your names when you were exchanging them before, but I guess it's nice to meet you. The boy says, I'm Grezin, and this is Jerky. And he's gonna hand you some jerky. Well, you might as well rest here for the night. Get cozy and, I've got some homemade hooch if you want it. It's pretty strong, though.
Ooh, I'll take some.
All right, make me a con save.
Will do. Let me
I will too, and I'm immune to poison.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's great. This is still... You're not immune to the face you make after drinking this, though. It is very, like... Well, you don't cough, because you're immune to the kick, but you're very much like... Oh.
Alright. That's a con save, right?
Yeah.
A 23?
Yeah, you're fine. It is very strong.
If that fails, I can also reroll, so...
It is basically bathtub moonshine that is made with pine needles. So it's got a very pine tart. It's basically, yeah, it's basically juniper moonshine, yeah.
All right, cool.
But she's strong.
Woo. Back's a kick. I like it.
Must be pretty strong if you're saying that.
It is.
It's very strong.
Dortalyn's gonna pull out a guitar and start strumming it.
I'll pull out a dice set and play if anybody wants to play.
Rosie's gonna start playing with that broken trap.
I'm gonna just start talking to Zoe and the other native people of this plane and just ask, what happened here?
You mean recently, or, what?
Is the entire plane like this?
Plane? You mean like the landscape here? Yeah, Mount Ironrot's completely like this. Did you guys just stumble in here or something?
Something like that.
So I'm just gonna grab like a pan or something and try to make maybe candied trail mix or something like that.
Yeah,
Just
totally.
kind of spruce up the rations that they have. To kind of help.
You absolutely can. I'm assuming that you have some like a spice pouch or something on you. But yeah, you absolutely can.
Nice.
So working through that, it's going to raise the mood level around the group a little bit. So everybody starts relaxing a bit more. Kind of rolling their shoulders, relaxing a bit, and just kind of settling into the night a bit.
I'll say Lir'wen's not necessarily relaxing. She's definitely keeping half an eye and ear out.
Well, we should be,
Sleep.
we should be safe here for the most part. So. But. When you say plane, what do you mean by that?
This world.
World. So you're not from this world?
No.
She looks up at you and kind of susses you out for a moment. Okay, well... Alright, sure. You know, weirder things have happened. I mean, we're standing in the Mournland. Basically... The mists around here, they didn't used to be here. This used to be a place called Sire. I'm assuming it's Sire. It's C-Y-R-E, guys. I'm just gonna go with it. Sire? 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 What do you think?
Seer?
Click. Seer? Hold on, click on that. see
Seer
what
or
it says.
sire sounds easier to say.
Yeah.
There's no pronunciation guide, so someone correct me in the comments. I'll say Sire for now. Used to be a place called, oh, like Pyre? Okay, cool. Like Sire. And, well, before the last war, this was a pretty thriving place, and now, in a puff of light, all gone. It wasn't that bad, I guess. Started the last war, killed about 1 million of us. You know, the usual.
What caused it?
The
What-
usual?
What?
I'm being sarcastic, and to be honest, the hell if I know. Nobody knows.
Okay.
The, Lord of Blades has claimed that it's him, or some people around him have claimed that it was him. But I mean, he's...
Look at Zoe and us. And those were minions of the Lord of Blades that we dispatched earlier.
Oh, you killed some of them?
Yeah.
Good work.
What was it? Sorry, was it Kelly?
They totally were. Yeah, those were totally...
Oh, nice.
They were totally part of
They
the
said they
Lord of
were.
Blades people.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They said they were.
You're incorrect. Yep.
So... Yeah, I guess, we do expeditions here. Around the mountain. You know, looking for pretty much anything. Actually... Hey, you got any more of that hooch? Grezin? Yeah, I've got it, in the wagon? You should probably get some more and... Dortalin, make sure he doesn't wander off. Fine, I guess. She'll stop playing the guitar. Both of them will wander off toward where their wagon is. And she'll lean closer. Listen. The aftermath of the day of mourning. I lost a bunch of
valuable magic items and a purse full of gold that I could have used to keep this company alive. Now, the items are long gone. Well, I'm pretty sure that my company here would probably abandon me if they knew that I had enough money to get us out of this mess. And just lost it. So, I'm not just telling you this for nothing, so keep it to yourself. But, and as she is saying that, all of you are going to hear that very familiar ting, 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 ting of a secret being shared with you. Please add Calith's secret to your sheet.
Nice.
Secret. We got
Secret.
Also,
yeah, apparently it's pronounced Siri.
according to Kyrie.
Hi, Siri. Kyrie?
I mean, that looks like Kyree. In
Let's see what
thing I posted
that's
on the
weird.
chat from
Kyrie?
Wild. from the Eberron wiki, according to
Kyrie?
Keith Baker.
All right, so
Kyrie.
Keith Baker. I think I saw you at Big Bad Con, Keith Baker. You should have told me then. I'll have to ask him next time I see him. Anyway, thanks. So it'll be Kyrie. She just says it. She says it as seer because it's it's an orcish thing, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Natives, depending on where you. It's like
it's a regional dialect. It's an Albany expression, really. So she says that and leans forward. The reason I'm telling you this, well, we're members of an order called the Turquoise Spear. And we recently discovered a stockpile of docents. They've been taken from Colossi. Problem is, the stockpile is in a village to the north called Yalos. It's currently occupied by some rogue warforged. Some blades. We managed to, we attempted to infiltrate the ruins of the town, but those warforged made it clear they weren't going to share. I need your help. You help us clear those warforged out? Help us reclaim the stockpile? We can sell them to get out of here and get the life that my troops deserve. And you can take one for whatever you need it. Yes, Gaunt.
Kelly, what was the name of the village that Zoe was supposed to take us to?
So that is the village.
Mhm.
And did you say they were friendly? Friends of yours? At the village?
No, I think I was talking about the veterans, but I think I read that wrong.
Okay, cool.
No, these are different.
Okay.
So you think these are the veterans? You think here, like these guys? If they're part of this company,
Yeah.
then you recognize that as soon as she says the Turquoise Spear, you're like, oh, this is the Turquoise Spear commander. You just have never met her before. You've met some of the other veterans. So what do you say? Help us take back the town, and
Sure.
we'll get you the docent.
Sense to that. One way or
Yeah.
another.
Sounds good to me.
Let's dose and dough.
Rosie will just look over at you and be like, that was bad.
Gaunt's
And-
nodding and
Smile.
chuckling. Good job.
With that, the other two are going to return and say, so what were y'all talking about? Nothing.
Talking about getting some sleep. We got a lot of work to do tomorrow. Well, for those of you that need it. I'll stand watch on the bridge.
I can help. I only need about 4 hours.
And here I thought I was sitting pretty at 6 hours of just being inactive.
Well, I guess, Osric will say. I could use some sleep. I don't mind Gaunt watching my 6.
Imogen just drinks more of the hooch and then just kind of lies down.
Pass it over. Do you want your cloak back? It's gonna get cold tonight.
Well, then don't you
probably need it more than me, old man.
I don't know if it'll be enough for him. Keep him warm.
Here, you can have this, and Lir'wen's gonna pass it over the shift weave.
Oh, what's this?
It's a suit. It has like outfits stored in it, and one of them is like an extra comfy, like sleeping.
Oh.
Extra warmth.
Hold on, let me try it on.
Say the command word.
All right, here we go. Yep.
Let me know which number you got. I wrote it down in order.
I rolled a d20 to see how funny this was going to be, and I rolled a nat 20. So he's going to go, so it's just...
It's stored.
It's just Lucario.
Bit snug.
Could you pass that beverage over here, please? I'm about to turn down hospitality.
And I think that's where we're going to call game for the night, on that line, staring at old man Osric in a sexy clown outfit, where even the Warforged has to drink to forget. All right, so that's great. So we've got our setup into the Mournlands. I am very excited to see where this is going to go. Welcome to the game, Caitlin. We're excited to have you here. Oh,
so excited to be here. Oh, this thing does not sound excited at all.
It's very Latin. I'm so excited to be here.
It's such a good tone, though.
I'm also very excited. No, it really is.
Oh my god, you sound so sarcastic. It's so good.
So sarcastic.
Sounds like Millie.
Right? So much. So much.
Oh my god. Hey, big thank you to everybody who supports us here. Folks, we're going to be back next Friday. We got 3 of these in a row, at least 3 of these in a row. We're going to see how the holidays treat us, like I said earlier, but we could not do this without you. So thank you so much to everybody who supports us over on Patreon, who comes and watches these games. If you're on YouTube, give us an upvote, give us a like, give us a subscribe. I love seeing those subscription numbers go up. And folks, even if you don't really have any cash, join the Patreon. We have a free tier. I occasionally, like once a month, put something fun out there that's just free for everybody. I also am very excited to say that Robin and I have been working on the long overdue Osric's Heroic Histories, the guide to high-level characters that we've been working on. It's about 50 pages right now, and there's some cool stuff I can't talk about involving it, but the beta version is out right now on our Patreon at the $10 tier, and we will be updating that very shortly. I just have to finish another module that I'm working on, and but it's going to be out real soon on DriveThruRPG or one of those sites, basically. So it's going to be really cool. I hope you check it out. It's going to be a pretty reasonable price, and it's pretty dope. There are some really good feats in that. I also really want to encourage you all to come out on Sunday to join us for Session 0 of Cold Iron, our new homebrew adventure that's set in kind of a Wild West setting. Session 0 is a great time where we kind of like, we do a Session 0. We check out what our characters are about. We meet more Zoe, so you get to be down there for more Caitlin as Zoe, but she'll be in her flesh tuber form for that episode, I think. But who knows? It'll be fantastic. So that's going to be at high noon Pacific on Sunday. We love to see you there because it really would make me very happy. A big thank you to all of our Patreons at patreon.com/dorktales. Our divine producer, my mom and stepdad, and Shikon Day Vermillion, who are our divine producers, our demonic producers, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Karasha Urquhart, and Big Nut.
our Monster Maker Soul Omen, and our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Eladeth, Larook, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Cody, and now David. Welcome, David. It's good to have you here. Hey, folks, thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Be sure to come back very soon, and we'll see you again here on Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Good night, y'all.